What's kind of the biggest? Because I heard that they're also getting into 3D printers and tablets and all that. What's the biggest thing right now?
The biggest thing for us, so when I started the company back in 2000, we were a consumer company. And when I say by consumer, what I mean is we had Windows on the desktop, we had Office, we were competing with most, we're competing with a number of companies, but we're primarily a consumer company. We have since then transformed to be an enterprise company. What that means is instead of selling software to, say, you and I as consumers, we're selling it to enterprises like Ford Motor Company, Chase, FedEx, and others. So our biggest business right now is building out these data centers and building services at these data centers that people can consume. So, and we call it Microsoft Azure. So that's pretty much what my role is right now.
I have a question I'd like to ask, just kind of to interject. I don't know what you can tell us about internships and about things that these guys could kind of start with now or in high school or kind of college. How do you get involved in something?
Yeah, so internships equals experience to me. And so while I was at college, I looked for opportunities. They'll tell you what kind of internships they'll have, summer type of internships. So for me, it was a division within Ferris was called Lifelong Learning. It was just another division of Ferris alumni coming in, getting support to take and go get new jobs or whatever. So I supported their computer department. That's how I got them into the internship and used to work. Now, when I left college, that's where I got some internships outside of that. So how you look for internships is, one, many of the colleges will have career days that you can take and go to, and you can kind of find that out. You can go to your admissions office and talk to them, your counselors, and they can take and let you know what different internships are out there. One of my coworkers' son is doing an internship with Takata. I forget the name of the company, but he's doing hands-on experience and making really good money. I mean, this is a field that you guys have a lot of opportunity. For those of you that have a real passion for computers, you can make a very good living and enjoy the things you want to do. And there's many different areas that you can go into to do that.
So the first one you did on the market by game countries, how did you guys like make the idea for the Xbox?
As far as the idea. Well, the market was already there and established with Sony. We got in the market because we were already doing games on the desktops and whatnot. I think we saw an opportunity that a lot of game developers were targeting children. And we wanted to target like teens and early college and basically the younger generation. So the console is typically designed for older kids. And we continue to evolve that. So you see with the Halos and a lot of those other games. And we carved our own market with that. I'm sorry, yes.
What's the hardest project you've ever done?
Hardest project. Wow, there's a lot of them. One of them was with a large automotive company that we were trying to eradicate a virus that got into the company. And it was an all hands on deck because it was affecting them dramatically. They were losing, we're talking millions of dollars. So that was a project that we had to take and get in there and work on the devices. We had an architect software to deploy it, so we can take and manage those devices effectively and be able to remove that virus at the time. It's called SQL Slam.
And guys, we can also, too, if you have a question that doesn't get asked, I can submit those later on, too. So don't worry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Newest thing, so last week we announced that a new wearable. So you guys have probably been hearing about these smartwatches. So we introduced to the market something called Microsoft Band. And what it is essentially a band that can take your heart rate, detect your steps, like a pedometer. It's a fitness band, if you will. but it's also intelligent in the fact that it sends that data up to these data centers I talk about. So, so you can store that for longer term. It also gives you the ability that, for me, I have a busy schedule and I have calendar appointments all day long. I can get reminders on that wristband that tell me about, hey, you got a meeting coming up, or somebody might text me. So rather than grabbing my phone and seeing what's happening, I can read on that device who texted me something. So the wearables market is something, an area that we're cutting our teeth in right now. That's a new market for us, but it's an extension of what we do. You know, from the desktops, it's making our software on any device, whether it's your phone, whether it's your tablet, whether it's your home computer, or the band device.
What's the worst thing that ever happened to Microsoft? Like, biggest problem?
Biggest problem. I think 10, 12 years ago, we had, you know, our senior leadership, I think we missed the curve on mobile. You guys have seen Apple come in, you know, you guys probably, how many of you guys have iPods, right? And then iPhones, and then iPads, right? We were very much focused on our core competencies in these data centers and the enterprise, that we didn't invest heavily enough in that space. And Apple controlled the hardware, they controlled the software, they were known for building the best experience. They built that market to the point, you know, Steve Jobs' legacy, I mean, if you look today, Apple's market worth is over $600 billion. They are the #1 market capitalization company. Next in line is ExxonMobil at $460 billion. Then it's Microsoft at $400 billion, and then it's Google, somewhere $300 billion around that. So that's your top 4 worldwide. So Apple really came in, you know, and built something and put us in a bad position that, you know, we had to react to. I think we're coming around. I think we're having more emphasis around that, and see where things go.
What is like the best kind of script for somebody to learn coding on?
Scripting languages, that's a great question, because there's a lot of scripting languages out there. So this kind of goes along with development and all of that. So Brendan and I printed out something a few weeks ago that kind of showed JavaScript, showed Ruby, it showed, I'm trying to think of the other ones. Ruby and Python. Python was #1. So that's not a Microsoft thing. So Microsoft got telling you something that's not Microsoft, but Python was like #1, and but there's a number of them that are out there. My encouragement is to pick one and spend the time to get to know it and know the constructs of it and practice and develop that muscle. Because once you build that programming muscle and habit, you can make a transition to these other languages as you see fit. While I'm on that topic of not, you know, other things beyond Microsoft, Microsoft traditionally in the last 15, 20 years has been focusing on developing things for Microsoft. We haven't really been very interoperable in the marketplace. So we have a new CEO now. His name is Satya Nadella, that's running the company. So think of it as Bill Gates, right? Bill Gates